Hi everyone. So it's been 4 weeks since I shot a video on the lawn, and it might have been 3 weeks since I posted it. But I'm gonna take you around and show you the lawn. Today's October 20th. Uh, it's been sunny in Philadelphia since May. We haven't had rain, any significant rain for quite some time. The rain, for some reason, it's just not hitting us here. Um, It's gone on 3 weeks since we had rain. Looking at the weather forecast going forward, there's no rain in the forecast for another week and a half. And with today being October 20th, it's going to be Halloween maybe before we get any rain. Um, the lawn did not do good. My Kentucky Bluegrass did not do good through the summer. If you watched my last video, I showed you what it looked like. It was in pretty rough shape. I had actually given up on it sometime in July, the end of July, beginning of August. I was watering, just couldn't keep up with the heat. Anyway, my last video, I showed you how rough the lawn looked from the extreme heat and dry temperatures during the summer. Even with water in, I just wasn't able to keep it nice. And I had a lot of areas that just they either went dormant or they died off. But it's looking good despite the fact that we haven't had rain. I've been watering almost every day just to try and keep it green, because for Kentucky Bluegrass, the fall is the perfect time of year. It's the best time of year for growing it, for it looking good. And I've been able to get it to green up. I know in my last video I had said I was gonna feed it, I was gonna seed it, I was gonna do some overseeding, and I was also going to treat for weeds. I did feed it at that time. I did overseed it, but I didn't treat for weeds. Because I had overseeded, I was going to put tenacity down. But with the forecast calling for no rain and using tenacity, it always tends to bleach the lawn. I decided not to do it. So what I did is I went and picked up fertilizer that is made for seeding, or made for when you put seed down. And it's just a Scott's fertilizer made for seeding, and it does have a weed preventer, and it does tend to kill some of the weeds off. But most of the weeds have died off, because going into fall with the cooler temperatures, the weeds just don't make it in the cooler temperatures. So as far as weeds go, I really don't have any anymore. The seed that I put down, a lot of it seemed to have taken. One thing I had was a problem buying seed, Kentucky Bluegrass seed. It seems like no one really had it. So for the first time, I used Jonathan Green's Kentucky Bluegrass seed. Now, I can't tell you exactly what the variety is of my Kentucky Bluegrass. In 2007, I had sodded it. It was all Kentucky Bluegrass, and since 2007, anytime I put seed down, I never really kept track of the variety of Kentucky Bluegrass. So you could say that my Kentucky Bluegrass lawn is just a whole handful of different varieties of Kentucky Bluegrass. And actually that's a good thing, because of disease or anything else, insects may attack a certain variety of Kentucky Bluegrass. I know that I don't have one variety or two or three. I've got multiple varieties out there, so that's a good thing. So I'll take you around. It's been nothing but sunny here in Philadelphia. No rain. Like I said, today's October 20th. It's Sunday. It was a beautiful weekend, mid-70s. I spent Saturday washing the cars, and today I was out, I mowed. The leaves are starting to fall somewhat. So when I mowed today, what I did is I ran the rotary mower over first to collect all the debris, all the leaves, and then afterwards I went over it with my Swordman, with the real mower, and the cut looks good. The front looks better, as you'll see when I take you for a walk around, than the back. but the back looks really good since the last video I did. I've got no complaints with all things considered when it comes to Mother Nature. We can't control Mother Nature. There's not much we can do, but it's been dry here. I think the month of December or September in Philadelphia, we were a minus 3.5 inches of rainfall. Today's October 20th. We have not had any rain at all in the month of October. And it's looking like I said, no rain until maybe sometime around Halloween. So we may go for the whole month of October with no rain. But despite all that, the lawn looks great. So I'll take you around and show you. It's about 5:30 now. The sun is going down. But the lawn looks, in my opinion, top notch. It looks awesome. Here's my nice clean truck. Like I said yesterday, it was a perfect day for washing cars or washing vehicles. I'll take you out front first. But you can see from the neighbors how dry it is. I mean, October 20th, everyone's lawn should look green. But I'd have to say that my lawn has bounced back really, really well. I do have this spot here in the front along the curb, but that was a sink hole there that I've been filling in over the years. It was much wider than that, and it's starting to close in. I did throw seed there. Whatever grass was there is starting to fill that area in. With the lack of rain, I don't know that it'll be filled in by by another month or so, but it is what it is. But all things considered, the lawn looks really good. You can see my neighbors how dry it is. Fortunately, having the sprinkler system, I was able to get the lawn to look like this. If you remember in the last video, this area in here really was affected by the lack of rain and the heat from the summer. It's bounced back. I did overseed, like I said. The center over here, same thing, but it's all filled in really nicely. Down here along the side, this is filled in really great. I'm pleased with it. And this area in front of the gate here, going into the backyard, I'm working on it. But I don't know that I'll really get grass to grow here because of this area here. There's a lot of shade, but it's only about 2.5 feet in front of the gate, so it's not too noticeable from the street. But yeah, this all filled in nicely. You can see some of the lighter green. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that's new grass growing. So some of the seed did germinate. There's my nice clean truck. Nothing like driving a nice clean truck. This area here was the same thing in the last video. This section in here was kind of all had died off, and it was somewhat bare, but it's bounced back between the seeding and fertilizing. And down the side here, this section always looks good. If you see from the trash can towards me, they're slight discolored. The grass is a little discolored. Now, today's Sunday. I haven't watered since Wednesday. That there's a lack of water. But coming down the side, same thing here by the air conditioner. It's all lack of water. This is lack of water. That'll bounce back once I water. I got the timer set to water tomorrow morning. I'll probably run them every day till Wednesday or Thursday. But this all bounced back. Looks great. If you remember, that little slope there was basically dirt. It was bare, and that has come back very good. You see, I have some dog spots, but what are you gonna do? I have a dog. Actually, Maggie the mountain cur there, the grass killer. I try to keep an eye on her, and when I see her go, I'll get the hose out and spray it. But the center, if you remember from the last video, the center in here, there was a lot of bare, a lot of dead grass, and seemed to have filled in almost completely except for where the dog spots are. And she's hunting for squirrels. I've never had a dog that has an obsession with squirrels, and she does catch them. Over in the garden area here, this was really bad, and it has come back, but it hasn't come back completely. This here, probably from where my hand is all the way down to where the concrete is, it was really bare, but it has come back. And again, it could be from the seed, or it could just be from the existing Kentucky Bluegrass just growing in. I don't expect this to be full this fall, but it should fill in early spring. Another dog spot there. It's frustrating, the dog spots, but what are you gonna do when you have a dog? One of them things. But I think the grass looks awesome. All things considered, with the season we had, as far as the hot, dry summer, with those extreme temperatures, this area here I don't really get too concerned about, but I mean, it's still not doing good. I do have sprinklers here, and probably my issue is I don't run them enough. But this will all be greened up. This will all fill in by the spring. So here's a shot from the backyard, the way backyard, looking up towards the back door in the deck, and it looks awesome. I'm happy with it. Now, even my son's lawn, the project lawn, I want to do another video on the project lawn, but he has all kinds of Halloween decorations out and all. His really looks good. It bounced back really good, and that lawn is only it's a year old now, and we did do some seeding there, and we did do put down some fertilizer a couple weeks ago, but I'm not going to do anything with it until he gets his Halloween decorations off the lawn. And once he does that, I'll go up, throw some fertilizer down. But he's been watering. His lawn looks, it might even look better than mine. But yeah, I'm happy with his lawn. But if you drive down my street, everyone's lawn, I'm walking backward to my garage here, trying to get out of the sun glare. Everyone's lawn is dry. The only ones that aren't are those that are watering. And with having the sprinkler system, for me, it's very easy to water. This is the time where we're going to start getting frost. And Philadelphia, first frost date is actually today, October 20th. And between October 20th and November 13th is when we can expect some frost. Looking at the forecast though, next week and a half, it's warm, mid 70s, low 70s during the day. The evenings are looking about 50, 55 degrees. So we're still at least 2 weeks away from getting the first frost. I'll be mowing, probably taking care of the lawn all the way to Christmas. I did fertilize today. I don't know if I said that or not. I had some leftover fertilizer that was for seed starting. I put that down on the front, and then in the back I put down the fall fertilizer. And I picked up enough to do mine and my son's lawn, which is my project lawn. But here's the fall fertilizer that I use. And when I fertilize, I just use the Scots. I go to Home Depot or Walmart, and I pick up the Scots. I've been using Scots for, gosh, 40 years. My grandfather used it when I was a kid. There's nothing wrong with it. It works. You can see my lawn looks really good now. The Scots works fine. I will fertilize again. I fertilized today, so I'll fertilize around Thanksgiving, and then that'll be it, because the lawn will grow all the way up until Christmas. Usually I'm mowing a few days before Christmas. I've even mowed after Christmas some years if it's relatively warm. If they're calling for a hard frost, the nice thing with having a irrigation system is I'll set the timer for the irrigation system to come on maybe 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and if I can run it, it will wash the frost off, or it'll keep the frost from damaging the grass. Just a little trick I've learned over the years. But this is my favorite time of year for the lawn. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'll do a video probably the first week in November on the project lawn, so you can see just how great that looks. And there was no crazy tricks. We didn't do any pre-germination with seed, which I think is ridiculous. You want a nice lawn? All you need to do is mow it, feed it, and water it. It is that easy. It doesn't get any easier than that. Mow it, feed it, water it. You'll have a nice lawn. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.